send out the Discord message real quick. And also, if you're watching this, please consider giving a like to the stream. That way it helps that my content reach a wide audience here on YouTube. But definitely appreciate you being here today. Up on the screen, I do actually have, hopefully you can see this. Yeah, Librarian Vibes, good to see you. It's a recommended build for group. I've seen this circulating. Let me find the original creator real quick and just credit him. There was a guy, I think he was hosting stream Dark Knight. Here, I'll post a link to his YouTube real quick. He was the one that I think he popularized, I can't even speak, this this particular strategy. So we can all four be using Corviknight with this exact build here. I'll make it bigger here for a second. And the idea is turn 1, 3 people are designated to go for Screech. 1 person uses Taunt to shut down Rillaboom from setting up more attack. And then from there you just go straight body presses until it removes your stats. Then you'll set up iron defenses. And then you'll just keep going for body press for the rest of the fight. Along those lines. Hey Curb, welcome to the stream. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good build from down under. Oh, are you from Australia? Yeah, that's awesome. I'm assuming that's what you mean with the kangaroo. So yeah, if you're interested, this is definitely a build that would be, if you want to build this, it's definitely good for what we'll be doing today. But honestly, I have no idea what holding a group will be like today. It might be very unorganized and such. I have a few different Pokemon I feel like that could work alright. Rillaboom it kind of has like a phase where it starts off using acrobatics and then it kind of stops doing that. It has a grass move, drum beating. It has boom burst for its normal move, and then it has low kick that it uses towards the end of the fight. I'm trying to think if I feel like I'm forgetting something here. But yeah, it's mainly just the drum beating and the boom burst. But if you're running a ghost type, which I was using gholdengo, the normal moves didn't really matter. Yeah, it does have growth. So it's pretty much, yeah, exactly. Those are pretty much its main moveset right there. It does get boom burst though, as its normal move. But I'm going to be using this Corviknight set myself. Because I built a set for gholdengo, and I made the video and I posted it, and it didn't hit me until after the fact, but I saw a comment talking about how for the strategy that I posted, you need to have one of your NPC partners to have Intimidate. You don't need it, it just makes it it makes it more consistent if you have a partner that has Intimidate. If you don't have a partner with Intimidate, it's actually more based on RNG at that point, because you're going to die at least once, and if you get crit at all, you pretty much lose the run. But it's just better to reset for an Intimidate partner. I didn't realize, because when I did my run, I had an Arcanine as my partner, and I just, you know, beat it on the first try. So yeah, it didn't connect. I tried doing some tests with non-Intimidate partners, and yeah, honestly, that's kind of a key factor in pulling off the strategy safely, where you don't have to be like sweating it. Hey, Stardust, right, Drago. But I'm gonna just start hosting some here. Feel free to join. We can just figure it out, I mean, as we go. I'm not entirely sure how this will go today. But I thought it'd be helpful if I at least have a recommended build for someone who wants to join the raids, because I know if we all go Corviknight, it should be pretty consistent. Ideally, if we have something that can lower Rillaboom's attack, then that would be pretty solid. I just want to see if I have another Shell Bell real quick. Wait, what am I doing? Looking at berries? Thanks for coming out to stream though, hope you're all doing well. It's okay if I don't have another one right now. I don't particularly need it. I'll just move one of the ones off of my other Pokemon. I thought Giratina could be alright, but I haven't really tried it, honestly. I feel like it would only work good if the team is set up to help it sweep. But I'll put up the first room, and we'll see what type of... Yeah, we'll see what happens. so feel free to join. The code will just be public. I don't really have a... Wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Alright, let me put the code up here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, feel free to join, and we'll kind of figure it out from there. I mean, it's okay if we fail some runs, but yeah, this Corviknight build, here, I'll put it like... I hope you can see that. I'm thinking it's big enough. But if it's not, just let me know. The ability doesn't matter. If you have mirror armor, you can keep that. You don't have to like use an ability patch or anything like that. Its ability doesn't really make a difference in this fight. You know what? I guess I'll just keep it over here. That's fine. It's not like we really need to see that. I'm gonna probably run Corviknight. I was thinking about Bramble Gas, but it doesn't really do anything aside just support and live. Alright, awesome. You do have the Corviknight. Perfect. Alright, so we got 2 so far. I mean, honestly, we could probably... We'll see how many people join, but we could totally just do it with us too to start. And then I'll, you know, we'll save, and then I'll day skip or whatever, and then I'll find another one to host. So I'm just gonna be doing this for a couple hours. Alright, that sounds good. I'll go for Screech. And then we'll both go for Screech, turn 2. And then, if it's just us two. And then we'll just both, you know the drill from there. Yeah, the one thing I noticed about this raid is it doesn't remove the negative effects on itself until after you break through the shield. So it's crucial that you get some sort of like defense dropping. Right here I have a recommended build. Corviknight right here, if you want to build this. I'm going to be hosting multiple raids tonight, so you don't necessarily have to get in on this very first one. But if you wanted, like right now, me and Curbs are in this raid, and we both are going to be doing this strategy. So if you want to, there's actually a Corviknight in game. I can't remember exactly where it is, but the one that you catch on the map is already fighting Tera. Here, I'll just go Curbs. We could do it. But yeah, so there's actually one in-game you can catch that already has the Tera type if you don't have fighting Tera shards. But I feel like fighting Tera, you might actually have excess ones, because that's not a very popular Tera type to use, typically. And the reason why this is such a good set is because Body Press is a move that its damage is dealt based on your defense stat. And Corviknight has a great defense stat, plus the whole point of this set is to build up your defense. So not only do you resist majority of the moves Rillaboom has, but you are gonna max your defense, so you're just sitting there like living for days. You could honestly, I don't know if it really matters. Like this, I've never done the strategy myself, but if you want, if you have the time, if you have the resources, and you're interested in building a Corviknight for raids, just build this one on the screen, and yeah, we'll be able to easily clear these raids. So what we're doing right here, since it's only 2 of us, so it avoided, so I'm gonna go for Screech one more time. If I'm not mistaken, after turn 3, it always goes for its shield. So I just wanted to make sure that, okay, that's fine. Now I'll start going for body presses. It might be a little bit different in group play than solo, but essentially, we just want to make sure that it's at minus... For this Corviknight strategy, we want to make sure that it's at -6 defense, which requires 3 Screeches overall. Since it's 2 of us, 1 taunted, and then we both use Screech. And from there, its defense will be -6 until we break through the shield. And we can just keep going for body presses until we can Tera. And it is Shell Bell, so we are going to be getting some residual healing back. It doesn't seem like a lot right now, but once we Tera, since it is Tera fighting, it will improve the power of our body press as well. I don't know if Annihilate would be that good because you can't use Rage Fist in this fight, but I did see someone recommend a Primate build with Evil Light, which I thought was kind of interesting. I didn't really look much into it, but they claimed that it's actually better than Corviknight. I don't know though. So typically here, like, I don't really know, like maybe you can go for Iron Defense, but the idea is you want to just keep like chipping away at it until you trigger its remove all effects from your side of the field. I mean, I could technically Tera here. I wonder if I should just Iron Defense. You know, I'm gonna actually just heal this up, why not? It does get Drain Punch, yeah. I think the main issue is it does get acrobatics, but I actually don't know. I bet you Annihilate could do good because drum beating lowers speed, and it does trigger your Defiant at that point. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Body Press. And Tera. It seems like we'll be fine. I probably should... I don't know, this is my first time doing it. Seems pretty safe though. Like if we were coordinating with everyone, it feels like someone can cheer the heal at least. If we really need it. Yeah, so you would just take off... You technically don't need Taunt since we already have someone... We both have Taunt, and we have someone, as of right now, like, it seems like Curbs is down to be our Taunt user. So I would say, yeah, you could just use that. If you need to EV train it, just max its HP and defense. Because in this scenario, its defense stat is actually what's going to make it have higher attack. And then on top of it, it does help bulk you out for the fight. Yeah, that could work too. I mean, Screech seems like, in general, like... You could probably just join the next one, S-Rocket, and try it out. I feel like it's worth trying. I mean... Why not? I feel like we could probably successfully beat it still. Alright, I'm gonna actually Iron Defense up more here. Yeah, see how it keeps throwing acrobatics at this point? That's a flying move. So that could be bad for Annihilate. Corviknight's good because it just typically resists every single move. I mean, granted, when you're fighting, you give up some of those resistances, but that's the whole idea of going for Iron Defense here. Oh, so it has Body Slam. I didn't even know it got Body Slam. That's the first time I've noticed. Alright. Good heal cheer there. Okay, so now I can just go for Body Presses. Yeah, it's important that you get the +6, but I'm only +4 right now. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, we'll be able to catch up here. And at this point, we're kind of just self-healing. Like, we're healing so much back. I think it'd be fine, too, if you even accidentally died. Alright. Yeah, regardless, people can try different stuff. We'll just try our best to coordinate and learn from our mistakes if we do have any, you know, situations like that. But yeah, thanks for coming out to the stream today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I should have just went for +6. It'd be a little bit faster. But yeah, we're gonna be able to beat this. Sounds good. You can join the next one for sure. Oh crap, I need more body presses. Oh my gosh, I should... This might actually be... Oh no, I don't have... I need to actually put PPF on my body press. Oh no, this might actually be bad. Oh no. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, it's up to you. Believe in you to just body press. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't have another. I should have just went for. Okay, I should have just went for +6 there, but I ran out of. I ran out of body presses. If I would have had one more, I would have been able to take it out. I'm so sorry, bro. Don't worry. I'll. We should be good now, honestly. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. I probably don't even need to PP up because we actually have a full group of people at this point. Alright, that was kind of funny though. You have to admit. That was kind of my bad. Because I could have just gone for the +6 because I was only at +4 defense and I would have been doing more damage, which probably would have killed it. It definitely would have killed it. Sorry about that. I wasn't even paying attention how much PP I had left. That's one way to lose the raid. Yeah, the link code I'm putting up right now, so it should be right on the screen. Here, I'll type it in chat real quick. Alright. Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, it's fine. So I'm gonna run the Corviknight again. I feel like I don't need to... If I was doing it solo, I'd probably need to give it PP up for sure. Oh, it's okay. That makes sense. That's all good. Alright, so... This time it should be pretty easy for us. Okay, I'm assuming Steve is S-Rocket. Alright, cool. Alright, Curbs, if you want to be the taunt user again, that'd be cool. So there's a few things that could have gone differently there. Yeah, if everyone goes for Screech turn 1, aside Curbs, then we should be... That should be a good start to the fight. Alright, let's go. Dude, I was gonna say, like, is that Steve from Edinburgh? Because I was looking at your like, I see your little profile picture, I'm like, S-Rocket, that one sounds like very familiar. Dude, that's crazy. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I remember you were into Pokemon. That's awesome. I actually was in Pittsburgh recently, and I saw Greg Lyons, the homie. All right, let's go. And Chris Boring, the painter. Alright, yeah, so pretty much at this point we just kind of like... Now we can start going for iron defenses. Yeah, Boom Burst isn't really going to do too much. Alright. Set up iron defenses now as Corviknight. And then we'll just go for body presses. Alright, let's go. Yo, what's up, Carter? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, I feel like pretty much you just want to get +6 defense, and then we can just kind of like steamroll. Alright, I should be at +6. Let's see. Now I can start going for body presses. Yeah, honestly, We could probably get some like heal cheers off too, just to be careful. In case people are getting pretty low. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Alright, now we just gotta break through this shield. And hopefully we can just like steamroll the fight. Okay, I'm gonna Tera. Yeah, see, like, the problem with Annihilate is that it just keeps getting killed by other moves by Rillaboom. And having Iron Defense is nice just because it sets up pretty fast. Alright, I think we might be okay. I don't know if it really matters though at this point. I think we could still win. Yeah, it might be going for, like... I think the problem is we don't have any way to really lower its attack in this scenario. Like, maybe if we had someone that can lower its attack, Annihilate could be a little bit better. But yeah, with Corviknight, it's just pretty straightforward at this point. Like, we're just kind of... We're all just, like, body pressing away. And it looks like I'm the only one that's actually Tera'd currently. Alright, I think we just barely got it. There we go. Oh no, come on, Tera! Wait, is it gonna end before you attack? Or is it gonna let you attack? Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Please let them attack. Okay, good. That scared me out. I didn't know what was going on for a second. It's because of the animations. Alright, GG's. Well done, everyone. Alright, so I'm gonna save real quick, and then I'll get another raid hosted up here. But yeah, if you're interested in joining, I highly recommend this build for group play. It's pretty consistent. We got it. Alright, so let me... It's been a minute since I've done this. I think I just... Did I pass it already? Why don't I know? There we go. I think that's all I gotta do. Alright, let me try again. Sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, I just have to go in here and just kind of like I don't actually have to like move the day ahead. Hello? Wait, am I doing it right? Yeah, I think honestly something that has like chilling water, or I was thinking about using Bramble Gas because it has Strength Sap, which is a move that heals itself and also lowers the attack. I don't know if it works when it has a shield up though, so I was like maybe that could be a cool Pokemon as support to use. Oh, that's all I had to do. I swear that's like all I had to do. Maybe I'm like missing a minor step. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me find the Rillaboom raid and then I'll get it hosted here. Where are you, Rillaboom? There it is. Alright, let's head over there. Yeah, definitely consider using this build, but we'll try stuff. I mean, maybe if not everyone's going to run Corviknight, maybe someone should try to run something that can, like, nerf the attack. Like, Intimidate is good, but it's not... The reason why it's good with the NPC partner is because the NPC partner dies frequently in the fight, and every single time their Pokemon comes right back into battle, it activates its ability. But if you were using the Intimidate Pokemon, ideally, you wouldn't die at all. Yo, what's up, Mr. Joe? Yeah, it actually could be a good support Pokemon, Azumarill, because Sap Sipper I mean, it makes you immune to the grass moves. I mean, it could be interesting. I mean, if you're just like nerfing its attack the entire time. I almost want to try Bramble Gas just to see if I can make it work, or if it's just gonna like suck. Alright, I'm gonna put the code up. Feel free to join. But I'll probably just use Corviknight. I think if we all use Corviknight, we'll have a very consistent strategy. Yo, what's up, Mr. Joe, by the way? Great to see you, homie. But yeah, so far we've completed one successful raid. You built a Houndstone, but you do not know if it will survive. Yeah, I'm not sure, like... I tried Giratina too, but I feel like the thing is, some of these Pokemon will only be good if they have good support, and I feel like one thing I've noticed in these type of raids, Pokemon that have moves that can raise their stats by 2 stages instead of like 1, tend to function a lot stronger. Like, it's nice to have bulk up for sure, but I feel like Iron Defense, Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, things like this those are the type of moves that really have value in these raid fights. I'll switch over to Corviknight in a second. Like, it's one of the reasons why I don't think Bramblegast is good, is just cause, like, I mean, I feel like it could live and, like, maybe neutralize the fight a bit, but it just feels like a Pokemon that doesn't have any offensive presence. Like, it's purely just a support Pokemon. So the other people would have to, like, essentially no one could die in the fight for it to be effective. Like, I feel like, I mean, even that last one, Annihilate, kept going down and we still were able to beat it. But if there was something like Bramblegast, maybe something like Annihilate could be bulked out more because of me lowering the attack. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, if they use Azu, they're not going to run Belly Drum. More than likely. It would be more like, it looks like they're looking at it more as just like a support set. Alright, so we have a slot for one more person. So pretty much if we have 3 Corviknights, or excuse me, if we have 4 Corviknights, we only have to go Screech 1 turn. Because one person uses Taunt, which we already have designated currently, then every other Corviknight goes for Screech, and then if every Screech connects, then Rillaboom will already be at -6 defense, and it can't go lower than that. And it will not be able to remove its negative debuffs until after we break through the shield later in the fight. So pretty much from after turn 1, if we all connect Screech, we can just go for body presses for the rest of the fight. The minute they remove the stats on our side of the field, we start Iron Defensing, and then you continue body pressing for the rest of the fight. That's generally the idea when you're doing the Corviknight strategy. So we have room for one more oh wait, okay, actually, it's gonna start. Alright, so in this one, how about I'll go for Screech twice. So, Chimchar, you only go for Screech 1 time, and then you'll go for body presses right after turn 1. Unless you miss Screech, then go for Screech again. But if you connect Screech turn 1, just go for body press after that. Alright, yeah, we should be able to beat this. I did give a shout out to Dark Knight, or one Dark Knight, who is the founder of this strategy. It's definitely a very, you can even run this for the solo as well. But I would suggest using PPF on body press if you're going to do that. You might need more than 10. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see if we connect the second one. Looks like it missed. Okay. Let me go for one more Screech so it actually gets -6. Wait, what? How did that happen? So one of my first Screech. Well, alright. Well, at least we know it's at all. It's -6 defense. And now we can just body press until it removes our ability and stats on the field. And then from there we can go for +6 on iron defense. Here, I'll make this a little bit smaller so you can actually see a little bit more on the screen. If you have any questions about the Corviknight, let me know. Alright, now we can go for iron defenses. So just go for max defense. And then continue body pressing. Yeah, so pretty much once that phase happens, it's a waste to go for iron defense before this phase. Alright, so I died, but it'll be okay. We have enough time. When I come back in, I'll go for iron defenses. Of course it kills me with a boom burst. Okay, so now iron defense time. Yeah, we could do stuff like that too, try to give us like a healed cheer. Like honestly, even... Yeah. It's going for bulk up. I'm gonna heal cheer because it looks like everyone's kind of low there. No, don't go for Screech. There's no need to go for Screech here. You need to heal yourself, bro. Screech you can't use during the shield phase. You can't use anything to debuff it. It won't. Even if you could lower its defense, it won't work in this phase of the fight. But currently, he already is at he's at max minus defense right now. He does not remove negative effects on himself until once we get through this phase where we remove the shield. It's kind of nice that they show what moves people are using up there. Cause I'm like, you're still using Screech. Why are you using Screech, Ash? Ash, stop using Screech. Like, you're... Wait, maybe you don't have any more body presses. Wait, what happened? I'm so confused what just happened. You're using Roost? Don't use Roost in this fight because it actually will make you weak to the low kick. And if you're not at max, defense, it'll actually be kind of just like neutralizing the scenario, I feel like. So you'll just kind of be in this stalemate of forever using Roost and just being brought back down. Like, running for this set, you want to be running Shell Bell because the amount of healing Shell Bell gives you back once you get to this part of the fight is you're pretty much invincible. Yeah, see, it's a little... Okay. I noticed a few times, like, there's definitely... It could have been optimized. Like, even though it's a little bit easier with this strategy, we still have to listen to how the strategy, like, is supposed to play out. So during this fight, Chimchar, you're only supposed to use Screech one time. and then you go for body press until you can Tera fighting, and then you keep using body press until the phase starts where they remove all stats and ability on the field, and then you go for 3 iron defenses in a row, so you're at +6 defense, and that if you do that, you won't be able to die to the Rillaboom's attacks. You'll pretty much live every single attack, and then the amount of healing you'll get back from your Shell Bell plus body press, you'll be at full health. So it's really important to do the strategy each turn how it needs to be played out. Well, I mean, maybe you did do it like that. It just looked like, I mean, whatever moves it was showing on the screen, it said it was like showing Screech like multiple times during like the shield fight and stuff. And I'm not really sure why it was showing that. Maybe you were using Roost and it doesn't show Roost. I'm not really sure, but Roost, you don't even need Roost in this fight. So if you're using Roost, it's probably because you didn't raise your defense at the right part in the fight. So it's important, like, if you're running leftovers, take leftovers off, because it's not going to give you enough healing back to do the strategy properly as well. I saw someone had leftovers on their Corviknight. You don't want leftovers on it, you want Shell Bell. Because leftovers also stalls out the fight a lot. It kind of like makes it weird, like how your turns play out whenever you use leftovers in a fight. Yeah, exactly. No. I don't yeah, I mean, like, technically, all 3 don't necessarily need to go. I mean, I guess if you want, like, that could work too, yeah. We could just do it the way Mr. Joe wrote out, that way there's no confusion. That way, even if, like, it is at max minus defense, it's, like, guaranteed by turn 3, it'll be at -6 defense if we all just do that. We all go for Screech turn 2. I think that's a good idea. Wait, what happened? Wait, why is Nightbot telling him that he's spamming? No, it's a piece of cake. I'll put the code again. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's just showing certain things on the screen. It could just be inaccurately showing what's going on. But yeah, you don't need Roost in this fight at all. Like, think of it this way. If you use Roost, you're losing your flying typing, and you're a steel type. So the issue is the low kick will actually hurt at that point. I think that's what happened with you, is you kept going for a Roost to try to live, but it just kept, like, wasting each turn. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Yeah, I'll bring up the Corviknight. Here, you can, if you want to use this build, it's definitely the best. I think it's a pretty solid idea, at least. Alright, let me switch over to my Corviknight. We'll have one designated taunt user, which if Curves makes it, he'll be the taunt user for turn 1. And then everyone turn 2 everyone else goes for Screech turn 1, and then turn 2 everyone does Screech, just to ensure that every single Screech has connected. So even if we waste our second turn, it'll be fine, because from turn 3 onward we'll all be on the same page. I think that's a good idea, actually. I like that. But yeah, it's impish nature if you're wondering. So it's a plus defense nature minus special attack. Because in this situation, body press's attack is based on your defense stat. So optimize, like, not only is maxing defense make you even more bulky in this fight, but it actually helps to also increase your attack. Yeah, I don't know. The Nightbot, that's sus. I just added this Nightbot recently on the stream. I haven't really customized it much, so I feel a little sidewinded that it just yelled at someone for like typing twice in my chat. Yeah, I see you're here. All right. All right, so we got for Corviknight. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the last one, honestly. For I don't know, like it just said it just said like Ash was using Screech during the shield phase. And I don't know if that was accurate or not, but yeah, that's definitely a problem if that's what was going on. See, Bold, the main thing about Bold is it takes away from your attack stat, which I don't know if it really matters necessarily here. Yeah, the rest go into special defense just because of the boom burst. Alright, so we're gonna go for Screech. Jax just went straight for body press turn 1. Alright, it's fine. I think for the most part, as long as we just get the Screech on, I don't know, it's like tough to know what's going on, because like, we're just gonna, let me hide the, sorry, I just realized this is way too big, my bad. Yeah, the gholdengo, the issue was you need to Intimidate as your partner. I didn't realize this until after the fact, because my only knowledge of playing it was with an Intimidate partner. So that was something that I realized in the comments as people were writing as they were testing it out. So yeah, that's kind of a major detail, unfortunately. Like, it's possible to beat without the Intimidate partner, but if you don't want to chance RNG and crits, you might as well just reset for the Intimidate partner. Corviknight is definitely really good for this fight. Definitely a solid pick for sure. Okay, so now, once we get to this phase, make sure you max your defense. If you max your defense, we'll be in a good situation. Okay, we're gonna get hit by a Boom Burst real quick. Well, the thing is, alright. Going for my Iron Defense. I'm gonna actually go for a Heal Cheer, I think, real quick. We definitely need some healing on our team. Hopefully it's enough to keep us in the game for a bit. Yeah, little things like this can... I mean, I'm sure we can just, like, improvise slightly in this fight. But yeah, if you try to use Roost for your healing, you're just gonna get wrecked by the low kick. But I think this is looking pretty solid, this run. I'm almost at max defense. And then I'm gonna Tera and start going for body presses. Okay, removes negative effects from itself, that's fine. Alright, let's start going on the offense. Hey, why are you so lost? Welcome to the stream. We're trying our best. What's the Arceus build you're running? That sounds cool. People are more than welcome to try different stuff. I mean, I don't mind losing these. It's just, you know. We'll try our best to... I just think this is already proven to work pretty efficiently. But I definitely think if we have people designated for different roles and we can kind of... If people have a good ability for adapting and nuance of the fight, then yeah, I'm sure we could pretty much do whatever. But yeah, see, at this point, we're kind of just all healing ourselves up from our own body press. Yeah, this is pretty solid. It looks a little dicey until we get to this part of the fight, and it's just kind of like a steamroll. Good job, everyone. Well done. Well done there. Oh, yeah, what a long day. I had to work earlier today. I got off a little bit earlier, so that was kind of nice, though. Your battle's broke. Don't worry, we beat it, though. Hopefully it still counted for you. Hey, Louise, welcome to the stream. What's the custom build you're using for Arceus? Is the Corviknight strat similar to the Zamazenta strat? I'm not really sure what the Zamazenta strat is, but if it's pretty much that you set up iron defenses and body press, then yeah, it pretty much is the same. Screech and body press, iron defense. It does seem like Zamazenta could get the same moveset. Wait, it got you blown out of the cavern? Wait, what? Here, I'm gonna save real quick and I'm gonna find another Rillaboom raid to host. Alright. Let me go over here real quick. Yeah, thanks for coming out to stream today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all enjoying your Rillabooms that you got from your raid, or if this is your first one, then hopefully we successfully beat it so you can get your Rillaboom. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty much the same then. So yeah, I mean, Zamazenta probably could just fill the same role. Let's see. Alright, I'm heading over to the Rillaboom raid right now. Ah, very interesting. So you're running Acid Spray and Calm Mind. Does Arceus have access to Nasty Plot? I don't remember if it does. That'd be insane, honestly, if it did. But that sounds solid. Arceus has pretty solid base stats. Isn't like 120 across the board. Alright, let me get over here. Let me save and then I'm gonna get the raid code up. I think the thing is, like, the only problem with Annihilate, it seems, in this fight is it tends to die a lot to the acrobatics and such. Because it does have a flying move. That's one problem. Yeah, I imagine it hits really hard. And you could probably take hits relatively decent. Alright, here's the code. If you want to join the raid. I'm probably going to default using Corviknight unless it looks like we don't really... I don't know, we'll see what happens. But if everyone wants to go for Corviknight or whatever, or, you know, some similar idea, that's cool. We could try some different stuff. Alright, Nathan got in and he's going to run his Arceus build. That's cool. So Zamazenta. I'm trying to think. Should I run something to lower its attack? Can I try something? Like, I want... Does anyone know if Strength Sap works in these fights if they have a shield up? Like, I don't know. Because one of the reasons why I wanted to run this was because I thought it could be, like, a good support to keep lowering Rillaboom's attack. But I don't know if this would be worth it or not. You know what? I could probably just run this gholdengo and put Reflect up on the field. Let's try something spicy. Because I can put Reflect up, which will bulk us all up. I feel like we could still beat it with this. Yeah, that's the issue, I feel like. I mean, technically, if I just go for Strength Sap the first couple turns with Bramble Ghast, I can lower its attack enough to kind of neutralize its attacks later in the fight. But I don't know if that's like... I don't know if it would be good or not, and I don't want to necessarily waste anyone's time. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, you can't taunt it, you can't use anything to lower its stats during that phase. Alright, I'm gonna actually go for Metal Sound turn 1. Then I'll go for Reflect. Then Metal Sound will actually help the Arceus hit harder too in this fight. So if you're Corviknight, you should try to go for... you want to try to go for Screeches. I don't know, like, are you lying to me? Yo, bro. Like, it just seems like every time the Ash Corviknight's in fight, it's just like wilding out. Alright. Okay, so I set up... I'm just gonna go for Flash Cannon here. Yeah, I guess technically I don't really need to go for Metal Sound if they have Acid Spray. Alright, we can start setting up now. I'm gonna actually give a heal cheer real quick. Looks like we really need it. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we could still beat it with these 4 Pokemon. They all tend to like function similarly, I guess. Like, try to set up now and just like overpower the rest of the fight. Plus we got Arceus on our side, you know? This is like what the Crusaders were doing back in the day. We fight for our Lord Arceus! This monstrosity known as the Normal Tera Rillaboom, terrorizing my neighborhood. Not on my watch. No, not my Lord and Savior. Oh wait, I should have went for a nasty plot. He will cast judgment on thy... Oh, that was a crit. I was about to say... Yo, Aries Lopez, thank you so much for joining the Sass Squad. Gosh, actually, this kind of messed up. I need to get up a Reflect. I hope I can live this, but if I get crit, I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm gonna go for a heal chair. Hopefully I can live to the end of it. Okay, that's fine, I guess. It's actually kind of scary, I will admit. We're so close yet so far away. Hopefully that Reflect will help us live a little bit longer. I think we'll be able to prevail. Just like, I'm just gonna go for Flash Cannons now. Yeah, I think we got this. Ooh, wait, I don't know. Arceus is... Ouch. It's looking scary. So close. Super close. So close. Is it gonna... Oh my gosh. One more attack, come on. Okay, good job. Alright, see, we just like winged it. All good. Good job, everyone. We got it. Solid work. I feel like I kind of just like turned my brain off a little bit myself during that fight. Definitely could have been a little more organized on my end. Sorry about that. GG's. Alright, so let's save and I'll get another raid up here. Also, I do have members on the, I do have membership on my channel here. I'm going to be doing a members only Rillaboom stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to be a part of that, it's a stream only for members. So if you're someone that wants to just grind this Tera raid, I'm going to be doing members only streams for a lot of my Tera raid hosting after this event. So pretty much whenever there's a new Tera raid, I'm going to be hosting a stream for members, and that way you have like personal direct access. So if you just want to keep grinding over and over, or you know what I mean, like say you didn't get it yet and you just want to prioritize getting in and getting out, that would be a good opportunity for someone. I think what I was doing wrong was I was not clicking on OK last time. Alright, Curb, thanks so much for coming out to the raids and joining. Definitely amazing battle there, good help. Alright, let me find the next Rillaboom raid here. But yeah, even if you're just like hanging out and enjoying, definitely appreciate you being here. We're definitely really close to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel, and whenever I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a stream where I give away shiny Pokemon that I have extras of. So they're all 100% legitimate Pokemon. They're not gens, they're not traded from Sass bots. They're all Pokemon I have. Either they're extras that I've caught in Pokemon Go, in Scarlet Violet, or like Sword and Shield or something like that. So I'm going to be doing a stream where I raffle off shiny Pokemon to viewers. And I'll let people know ahead of time when I'm doing my 1,000 sub special stream. But pretty much I'll have ways for people who can't make the stream as well get a chance at getting some free shiny Pokemon as well. I mean, it's like stuff like, here, I have some of them in here, for example. Where is it at? Like stuff like, I have some Gibbles, I have like Dino, Teddy Ursa, Vaporeon, Slackoff, Ghastly. That's just regular Heracross, it's not supposed to be there. Stuff like this, like Larvitar, Shinx, Fennekin, Shiny. But yeah, stuff like this I'll be trading out to viewers. When I hit 1,000 subs, I'll be doing a stream, and pretty much if you come hang out, there's a really good chance you could get one or maybe even like multiple free shiny Pokemon. Sounds good. Oh wow, that's cool that you know each other. Alright, so let me get the next raid up here. Feel free to join if you like. Feel like more than welcome to try some stuff. Like we just tried something, not like random necessarily, like there's definitely some thought behind all the picks we brought together, and it seemed to work out in the end. I'm sure we could have optimized it a little bit differently, but still, we were able to successfully beat the raid. So feel free to join. I'm more than willing to, like, you know, experiment if people want to try something new, or you don't feel like building this Corviknight. But yeah, I really appreciate people coming out and hanging out. Definitely. We'll be probably live for about another hour. That's what I was thinking. About another hour, we'll be live, and then I'll be doing a stream tomorrow night, like I said, for members only, doing the same thing, and just hosting over and over raids, grinding items, just hanging out. It'll pretty much be equivalent to just like hanging out in Discord with your friends, you know? Like I might even just bring people who are doing the raid with me into Discord, and we can like talk in Discord while we're doing raids if people want to do stuff like that. We'll have fun with it. For the most part, it's just to show my appreciation for people who are willing to become a member of my stream. Alright, let's go. And just to clarify too, I have 2 stages right now for memberships. I have a base stage, which is $1.99 a month, which will unlock emotes for you during the stream and things like that. But it's the intermediate, the second level, that is for access to all the member streams. And I will try to do more monthly streams as well, like Union Room streams. Maybe you'll get priority on extra shiny Pokemon to catch on stream, even like regular streams. Just little perks like that for being in my community. Yeah, like a lot of the issue with some of these Pokemon is just like their stat product. Like they don't really have ways to increase their defense. Which is probably the biggest issue with Gengar, is it's too frail, yeah. The new game Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, that's what you're playing? That's awesome. That sounds fun. Yeah, feel free to join. If it's just me and Steve, we can figure it. We could pretty much do this with the Corviknights as well. It's pretty much the same idea as pretty much, we just want to make sure that we need 3 Screeches to connect to Rillaboom. And depending on how many different Corviknight players we have in the fight, we'll have to split that up strategically. But since it's looking like it might just be 2 people right now, the idea is I'll go for Taunt turn 1, and then you can go for Screech for the first 2 turns, Steve. So you'll go for Screech, and then I'll go for Taunt, Screech. Unless Louise is running a Corviknight too, we'll see. Okay, they're gonna run Grimmsnarl. Alright, let's try this. So I'll go for Taunt turn 1, and then I'll go for Screech turn 2. Just to make sure we get all of our Screeches off. Okay. Oh yeah, there wasn't enough time, but you can join the next one for sure. Or if we happen to not complete it, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I'll go for Taunt here. Yeah, it is a little close there. Okay, Reflect, that's pretty solid. Okay, got the Taunt off. Now I'm gonna go for Screech. Hopefully it connects. Yeah. And then from here, we can just start body pressing. And maybe I should give a PP up to my Corviknight. I feel like it's gotten kind of close at times. Like in these type of fights, it might actually matter that I need. Hard to say. Alright, let's go. Yeah, maybe I should use a PP up. I have a feeling this fight's it might matter. Alright, let's see. Okay, the shield phase has begun. Yeah, this is a little... Okay. That should have been the thing that removes our stats. So now we gotta go for iron defenses. Yeah, we need a max defense now. Yo, what's up, Alfie Smollett? Great to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna be live for about another 54 minutes or so. So you can definitely get in on some. No, I didn't PP max it yet. I should though. There was actually one fight, like the very first one I did, it was only 2 Corviknights, it was me and Curve, and it actually mattered. I ran out of body press and we only needed 1 more attack. Oh no, Alfie's already subbed. He's a homie here. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hosting him for the next 55 minutes or so. Alright. Yeah, we're looking pretty solid. Alright, I'm gonna start going for body presses like the Tera, and I'll get all my health back. Yeah, the Grimmsnarl is a pretty good support Pokemon for this fight because it has Chilling Water. I didn't even realize it got access to Chilling Water. That's a good move for it here. Yeah, I'll use some on it after this. Yeah, it's like little things like this, just being able to bulk out your teammates goes a long way in a fight like this. Like, not only did he reflect, but he's like lowering Rillaboom's attack consistently throughout the fight. That's solid. Alright, nice. Good job, everyone. Hey, Christ. Our Christ and Savior. My God. Alright, yeah, we should get this. This is looking like it's almost over. I almost want to just go for the offensive cheer. Just in case. I'm gonna do that. Oh, never mind. We didn't need to do that. Little paranoid on my end. But it didn't really matter. We had more than enough time. Even if Grimmsnarl dies here, we have enough time to finish it. Yeah, good job, everyone. That was solid. Well done. I like the Grimmsnarl. That's a good, unique pick. There we go. Another successful raid. Yay! Alright, after we finish this, I'm gonna real quick give some PP up to my Corviknight just in case I need it. And then I'll get another raid hosted here. I mean, it looks like I'm getting PP ups in these raids, so that's solid. Alright. Let's get that PP up. Yeah, the issue, Alfie, that I woke up to and I realized the issue with that strategy is that, so that was my first time doing it, and I happened to get a partner with Intimidate Arcanine, and that was one factor that's actually almost essential in being able to pull off the strategy. I didn't know because, you know, when I've done it, the only time I've done it, it was 100% accurate. But yeah, someone mentioned it after the fact that they noticed that they can't replicate the strategy unless they have an Intimidate user in their team, because every time, like, for example, like Staraptor or Arcanine die, and they come back into the fight, they Intimidate Rillaboom, which lowers its attack by 1 stage. So it was like neutralizing its attack buffs throughout the fight, and I was wondering why I was like able to tank the moves so hard in the late game, and that's the reason why. So I pinned the comment that someone said, like they told me that, and I was like, oh yeah, I did try doing, I tested it out myself with like non-Intimidate user partners, and I found that it's completely RNG based at that point. Like if you get crit, it's pretty much just like GG, you're not gonna successfully do it. And I didn't think that was like, yeah, that was unfortunate. But yeah, it works. It's not hard to get a Intimidate partner. Like you could soft reset your game to get a different like team of people. But yeah, that's the one thing that if you were gonna use that strategy, you're probably better off to make sure you have an Intimidate user as your NPC partner. But yeah, that's That tends to happen with these type of guides when you put them out so fast. You know, there's always like something that like, you know, could be improved, or like I'm running this build because I feel like it just makes more sense in a group. Like gholdengo, I mean, I ran it on one of the matches and we won, but I don't know. I feel like if you just have enough people who kind of can like adapt in the scenario, you know, maybe they need to go for a cheer. Because, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's like confusing. Like everyone, there's like a total of 12 cheers that can be used throughout the entire fight. And sometimes none get used at all, you know? And then other times they all get used at the same turn. And that's just a matter of like coordinating with people more effectively. But is it important that we are coordinating on that level to complete these fights? So far it hasn't seemed to matter that much. Oh my gosh, there's a Vivillon outbreak for this. Imagine how good that would be to get the different forms. Yeah. You've been trying to daytime shiny hunt Fluttermane. Oh yeah, I know, like that it is kind of crazy. What was my first full odds shiny in this game? That's a great question. Let me think about that. So my very first shiny I even got in the game was after I got the shiny charm. I didn't get any shiny Pokemon through my playthrough, and I had to go out of my way to actually hunt. So my very first shiny is Iron Bundle, but that was that's not full odds or necessarily random. I'm trying to think what my first full odds one since my shinies were coming in. I think Gibble, actually. I'm pretty sure Gibble was my first like shiny that I found on the overworld that I wasn't hunting at all. And that shiny Gibble actually ended up being my shiny Garchomp that I ran in Regulation C at my few regionals I went to at NAIC, where I went 6-3 with my Orthworm team. So my Garchomp on that team is actually the shiny that I caught. Alright, I just started hosting the raid, feel free to join. You haven't yet caught a Fluttermane? Fluttermane is just so good. I mean, it's good in competitive Pokemon. It's one of the best, like, strongest fairy types in the game. Like, it has base 135 speed, special defense, and special attack. Like, that's actually pretty insane. You got a Psyduck within the first 5 minutes of the game? Yo, that's sick. After seeing how many people got, like, Lechonks and stuff right out the gate, I was convinced, like, oh, I'm gonna get a shiny Pokemon. But, yeah, I didn't find anything. I mean, for all I know, maybe there was some sort of shiny Pokemon out there that I just didn't know what it looked like a Tandemaus or something. And maybe I did run into one. But yeah, I don't know. All your shiny from Violet or full odds or from Pogo. Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's more that I just didn't have, like, good luck at the end of the day. I'm trying to think what I should do here. I'll bring Corviknight again. I almost want to try. Like, I could bring something like Clodsire, technically. And, like, lower its attack. You know? I'm gonna do that. If you have Taunt on your Corviknight, can you go for Taunt turn 1, Steve? That's awesome to find a shiny Psyduck. It's so obvious too, right? The blue. Yours was a Stackle like 5 minutes after you got the shiny charm. That's awesome. Or Knackle. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna bring this and try to like lower its special defense and its attack. I'm just gonna keep chilling water. Because technically I'm not like weak to any of its attacks. They're neutral if anything. You don't have taunt, it's fine. Just go for Screech then. Same strategy. I'm thinking if I can just lower its attack, then people can kind of just live longer, right? Like that's my thought process here. I'm just trying to try some different things while we're just doing this. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Chilling Water right out the gate to lower attack. I mean, this is technically neutral. Yeah, it doesn't do too much. I don't think you really need Roost necessarily because it'll keep low kicking you when you have the Roost. That's the main issue. Maybe I should have went for the Heal Cheer to let Iron Hands live. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, the shield's here. Hopefully by the time you come back in, I can keep lowering its attack enough. Yeah, at least maybe wait until later in the fight when I can lower the attack a bit. Ouch. Yeah, that kind of hurts. Okay, maybe Clodsire is not a good idea here. Because it's at full health. Yeah, I don't know if I should have brought Clodsire. That's kind of... Oh no. Oh no. Holy smokes, yeah, we need taunt. I think taunt. I should have just ran Corviknight and used taunt. Yeah, because it would have been a little bit better to neutralize its growth. Okay, is that a crit? That's just a regular one? Dang. Alright, let's see. I don't want to Tera because then I'll be weak to the grass move. I'm hoping I can live that. Alright, maybe if no one dies and we could just go on the offense here, we can probably potentially do something. Alright, I'm gonna go for a Heal Cheer. It's hard to say. You don't touch my whoop. If we somehow beat this, that'd be amazing. Okay. Remove negative effects from itself. Alright, we might actually be able to beat this. I think we actually win. That was actually one of the craziest comebacks. Yeah, we're good. Dang, that was actually kind of crazy. What a roller coaster. Why is my Nightbot punishing people? What kind of settings are on my Nightbot? Hold on. No, I want people to do that. Oh, okay. Alright, I think it should be better. GG's everyone, well done. That was definitely quite the push. Yeah, GG's. It went from like not knowing what was going on to just straight up destroying it. But yeah, I mean, we've winged these, it's fine, you know. Alright, let's get another raid up here. People are more than welcome to just keep joining. I mean, if you want to get some items, there's some decent items you can get to sell for money, or if you're looking for EV training items, or just items in general that are kind of rare, like PP up, things like that, to build more raid Pokemon. If you're a competitive player, build competitive Pokemon, stuff like that. Alright, let's find our next Rillaboom raid. Yeah, I just turned off some of the spam watch stuff, so hopefully it stops, like, having people out for just being a part of the stream. You know? Alright, here we go. Also, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Appreciate you tuning into the stream. Definitely consider giving the stream a like also on YouTube. It does help my content reach a wider audience. We're getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and I will be doing a 1,000 subscriber special stream where I'm giving away shiny Pokemon to viewers. Essentially, I'll have like, I think the way I'm going to do it, like I had like, for example, 6 extra shiny Shinx I have from Pokemon Go Community Day. I'll do it like, maybe I'll have everyone who's currently interested in the raffle enter it, and then I'll pick like 6 names out. And then 6 people will get a shiny. And then for each like different species, we'll kind of have like that same format. Alright, let's get this next raid started. It ignored your apology. Nightbot just, you know, they don't speak much, but when they do, it just feels like they're always interrupting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is our next Tera raid. I should be live for about another 40 minutes or so. Let's see. Here we go. Feel free to join. Yeah, I mean, I recommend bringing the Corviknight below, but as you see, we've seen a lot of different variety that generally has a similar idea. Like, we want to, like, we kind of, as long as you are familiar with the phase of how the raid plays out, then you can essentially adapt and kind of like do things a little bit differently. Like being able to, like, the reason why Corviknight is just so OP in this situation is just because there's really no scenario that you'll die if it's done correctly. Some of the other ones, it was a little dicey, but it didn't really seem to matter in the end. Nightbot doesn't believe in forgiveness. It just switched to night, and the flutters all came out, including your shiny. Yo! GG's, Mr. Joe. Congratulations on finding your shiny Fluttermane. That's awesome. That's great to hear. I think I'll just go Corviknight. I'll taunt turn 1. Yeah, I'll taunt turn 1. We have room for one more person if they'd like to join. We're getting Louise with his Grimmsnarl, which we saw had Reflect and Chilling Water, which was definitely really solid support for the fight. But yeah, we have room for one more person. Feel free to join. I'll just be grinding them for the next half hour or so. Just trying to get items and help people out who maybe are doing it the first time, or maybe just want to grind. You have taunt now. That's fine, because if you can actually use this Corviknight also to solo. Like, you could do a solo run, same idea, but you would have to taunt and then use Screech 3 times. Oh no, yeah, I think that's how you would do it. Or do you go for Screech 3 times? Actually, I don't know what you do for solo. Because I feel like by turn 4, it is always going to use the shield. So maybe Screech twice and then taunt. Like taunt, Screech twice. Alright, I'm just going to start it. That way we can get this raid on the road. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you're all doing well. Let's get it. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, if you're interested in like a private situation, maybe you want to tell me your... No, it won't be that private. It'll still be cordial. Like, we'll be publicly in... It's like... people in ears length of what we're saying, technically, but they just can't actually hear us. But they could if they paid $4.99 a month. Yeah, true, true. Alright, I guess I'll just go first. I'll go for taunt the second turn. Just go for Screech twice. Alright. Now I'll taunt it. Very nice. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Taking down the Rillaboom one normal Tera at a time. Alright, let me go for body presses now. Yeah, I really like Corviknight a lot. I mean, there was even like a Corviknight that was running around in Regulation C. I think it was Tera Fire. It was a choice band set. It was definitely a very interesting adaptation to the meta that was going on at the time. I think it actually, there was a team with Corviknight and Great Tusk. I don't think it won the tournament. I think it got into like day 2 or like top 8 or something like that. Yeah, I'm really into VGC. I took VGC more serious this last cycle, and I actually went and competed in a couple of regionals and went to NAIC as well. I improved throughout the entire cycle, but I think I was going to take a break after this cycle, but they're doing a tournament in Pittsburgh in September for to kick off the next cycle. And I think I'm going to try to compete and go to Worlds. Like, that's my goal. Like, I want to go to Worlds at least once in my life from a tournament invite. And I think, like, I ended my season going 6-3 at NAIC. If I would have done 7-2, I could have actually got day 2. So I was that close to getting day 2. If I can go into the next season with that type of, like, take everything I've learned and just improve throughout the season, then I could potentially go to Worlds. Or at least, like, you know, top cut a tournament. That'd be kind of cool. Wait, did I accidentally use it one more? Oh wait, no, this is good. Mr. Joe is clutch for getting that shiny Fluttermane for real, though. Alright, now I can go for body presses again. We should be solid. Just a matter of now just building up to my Tera. Yeah, as a kid, I enjoyed playing Smoggin singles. I got into VGC more around, I want to say like X and Y. I don't think I was really playing VGC that actively during Kalos. I think it was definitely X and Y I started really playing VGC. Like right around the time when Smeargle was able to learn Dark Void and use it competitively. And it had Moody as well. Like that stuff was pretty interesting back in the day. Apparently Smeargle is actually going to be in this game, which I thought was fascinating. I was convinced Gamefreak was trying to avoid putting Smeargle in a generation pretty much after. How it's not that it's like broke or OP. It's just a Pokemon that can learn anything, and it's, you give it a Focus Sash and it can find some value, like give it Fake Out, Taunt. Like there's a lot of like there's like a lot of like gimmicks people used to build around Smeargle back in the day. Even stuff where they would set up like Calm Mind, Iron Defenses, and or like Acid Armors and pass it to someone with Baton Pass. Wait, I don't even... Is Baton Pass even a move anymore in this gen? I actually don't know. I feel like they may have actually removed Baton Pass this gen. Imagine Baton Pass in this generation. Like, it'd probably just suck for single players. I don't think it was ever really too relevant. Like, it can... I'm trying to think, is it? I don't remember seeing it. But maybe it is still in the game. GG's, everyone. Well done there. Alright, I'll get another raid up here, and feel free to join. We're just grinding for the next 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Just trying to get in more raids. Can we use crafting in this game? Currently, no, but I feel like there's a chance it could be in the DLC. I don't really remember what's all... I can't remember off the top of my head what's been confirmed or not. Like, you can use Scrafty and Sword and Shield if you have those games, but I don't think it's definitely not currently in this one. But there's always the chance it gets added. I mean, there was even Pokemon that... I don't know, I was kind of surprised they're back. Like, not because that, like... I don't know, like, seeing Venusaur and, like, certain Pokemon again after so many gens, like, I'm just sick of seeing Charizard and Venusaur. But fortunately, like, Charizard's actually still relative. You can still use Charizard competitively. It's not, like, as good as it was in previous gens, but... I'm trying to remember who is... I think Chi-Yu, though, is just better. So that's kind of good that, like, you could still use Charizard if you're just like a Charizard stan. But like Chi-Yu is just the same, but it can also provide support for your Pokemon, like your teammates as well. You don't have Corviknight. It's okay, you don't need Corviknight to do the raid. I'm just saying if you, it's a recommend, like I'm recommending Corviknight for group play because there's a pretty solid strategy. But you're more than welcome to try something and we can try to make it work. I don't mind, like, there's no real, like, pressure on everyone doing the same thing. It's just a suggestion at the end of the day. Yeah, the one part of the DLC I'm definitely interested about is the one area that has all the terrains with like all the different like biomes and such. All right, the code will be up here. Yeah, your golem will be able to get more ribbons for its hunt, which is kind of cool in itself. All right. I will be streaming my playthrough of the DLC when it comes out. But yeah, feel free to bring like Gholdengo, Zamazenta. You can run the same concept with Zamazenta. You just beat Mega Tyranitar. Oh, you're playing some Pokemon Go. That's right, Mega Tyranitar is the current raid boss. Isn't it also Regidrago? Or am I thinking wrong? I don't remember. It's interesting because they have these elite raids in Pokemon Go with the Regieleki and the Regidrago, but now they're in regular raids. And I never did them as elite raids, like not because I couldn't. I just don't like play, I can't play Pokemon Go with the same like intensity that I used to play it. And even though I know people will probably go to some of these elite raids, I don't know. I'm just not doing it these days. Alright, I'll go for Taunt turn 1. Wait, what happened? Yeah, they have the 5 stars and the Mega Raids at the same time, for sure. Yeah, that's true. I do want to get enough Mega Energy. I mean, I still play the game. I'm really casual nowadays when I play Go, but I do still play it. Adventure Week typically is my favorite event of the year. I love Adventure Week, but I haven't really been playing much since it started. Yeah, I've heard issues with elite raids, but I mean, it's good that they're in regular raids now, so that means you can send remote raids and you can They're more accessible, I think, overall. Yeah, I think you need like 300 mega. So I think you need to at least do at least 2 mega raids to get enough. Yeah, Mr. Joe, exactly. I mean, at this point, it's already kind of confirmed that seems to be like what they're gonna do. There's a bunch of people standing around restoring the app, hoping it would work. That's pretty much what your experience was. That's rough, yo. Yeah. There's some Pokemon that are only 100 energy to Mega Evolve. I think Beedrill comes to mind. And then there's some, like, that are favorites that require more. I mean, they're gonna exploit pseudo-legendaries and such like that to try to, you know, play your heartstrings a little bit. But I have a Hundo... I actually have a level 50 Hundo Tyranitar in-game. So I would like to Mega Evolve that at some point for sure. Yeah, it's a solid start. So yeah, you just gotta do 2 of them. Yeah, I've seen people do them. Apparently someone like soloed it, but I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true or not. Okay, so now I can start going for iron defenses here. We can all start setting up now that they did this phase. Let's go! Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely consider giving the stream a like. It does help boost my content to other potential Pokemon fans. I am working on a video on how I got my shiny Arceus in VDSP. It's a little bit of a lengthy edit, but it's pretty detailed. I'm essentially using the blink method for RNG manipulation. But yeah, I'm hoping to have that done by next month. It's pretty much the main, like for this channel, it's the main big, like I try to like post videos that are, you know, like the guides, they're pretty straightforward. They don't really require much editing, but a lot of my other videos, I try to make them like well edited and enjoyable for people to consume them. So it's definitely a video that, it's definitely a doozy. And I want it to be, you know, interesting to watch. I don't want it to be boring. Alright, this is looking pretty solid, by the way. But yeah, I'm thinking it'll be done sometime next month, because it is my main project I'm editing right now for this channel. Obviously, if I reach 1,000 subs soon, that will be my next major stream aside, like, my membership stream that I'm doing tomorrow. My members only stream, excuse me. But yeah, the streams on this channel are typically all over the place. I just try to balance it with my work and personal life. Oh yeah, you need item plus mega energy? I thought you just need to give it a certain move, Dragon Ascent. Can't you just use an elite charge scam to get that move? Yeah, so that's what some people, there's a lot of like speculation in the Pokemon community about what the next generation game might entail. I'll admit, like, something about this game, even though I kind of feel like it's still a really good game, even though there's a lot of issues with it overall. I mean, I'm a VGC player, so majority of my time has been in the game playing that format, which I think has been extremely fun to get back into VGC this generation. But I don't know, like, even going back and playing Sword and Shield and just looking at the game and thinking about, like, how I feel about the game now that it's, like, the life cycle's kind of over for it. Not that, like, people don't play it anymore, but, you know, it's not actively being supported like that. Like, I honestly feel like Sword and Shield is a pretty decent game. Like, I don't like the storyline. I'm not a big fan of the characters necessarily in the game. But I just feel like the game itself is, like, not as ugly as we once thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting older or something, but it makes me wonder, because, like, you know, this game maybe, like, my greatest hope would be that this game, you know, obviously to some degree it got released half-baked. hopefully that's a sign that the next generation is actually, you know, they're taking into account to do things a little bit different. I mean, for all we know, it might be on the next Switch, which apparently is going to be at least four times more powerful than this current Switch that we have. Which I do feel like is probably a big issue with why these games struggle so much on the Switch. Oh, you need a special item to teach it. So I didn't know that, actually. See, like, I didn't really do the Hoenn tour, and I'm assuming that's when that was, like, a main thing. I've been, like, on the fence about a lot of Pokemon Go. Like, I don't, like, this is my whole thing. Pokemon Go, getting certain Pokemon, it's still a legitimate way to get a legal version of that Pokemon. Shiny Mew, for example. I didn't mind, like, I didn't buy the Kanto tour ticket for transferring the Shiny Mew to home initially, but my Shiny Mew now is in home. That's a very rare Pokemon to have that's not hacked, because they've never released a Shiny Mew in any other way. The only way you can get Shiny Mew is through like a very small window of like arguably even like cheating or RNG manip to some degree. Like there's ways to get Shiny Mew still even legitimately. Maybe if, you know, maybe not initially legitimate, but you could like hack in like the pass or whatever, and then you can like try to hunt it on Mirage Island. It's just like little things like that where it's like Diancie's coming out for the next event. $15, do I really want to spend $15 to be glued to my phone for a couple days during the weekend? Like, as a shiny hunter, that could be valuable because the way I'm looking at my shiny decks, I'm a cross-generational person. Like, I don't really need to just have all my shinies from a certain game, and I include Go shinies in that. So what I'm trying to say is, if I can look at it to help work on my living decks, then yeah, I might do it. Because shiny odds are boosted during that event. And I feel like Pokemon Go, those are the events, if you're trying to hunt shinies, you might as well do events like that. And they're giving out a Diancie, which is also, they have not distributed that Pokemon for a long time. By the way, the code is up on the, oh wait, hold on, is this right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think Gold Silver remake could be cool, but I think a lot of people, usually when like everyone's talking about something, it's either that they're all in like copium or there actually is something to, I think there's been like credible leakers hinting that there's something with Unova coming up around the corner, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We already have a Gold Silver remake. The best they would go back to Johto for a Legends game, but I doubt another regular. I mean, that's a good point you make, Mr. Joe. But like, look how many times they've released Kanto. You know, like they've released Kanto multiple times. So I mean, Johto is a fan favorite, but personally, I feel like Unova has a lot that can be explored still. Like I like the idea, like how Alfie was talking about, like going back and meeting the original dragon, because I remember in Alpha Ruby, or maybe even like X and Y, like the Kalos War, like that could be interesting to go back and look at what's going on during that time period. Here, let me get my Corviknight out. All right, I see we have a new Corviknight user, Mobo. I'm down to go for taunt. I'll taunt turn one, and then I'll go for Screech if you just want to go for Screech twice. And then you probably know the drill at this point, like what to do. Yeah, we have room for one more person if anyone wants to join, but yeah, it's all chill. We can beat this with what we have. I really like the Grimmsnarl here. The Grimmsnarl support kind of makes it like clockwork. Like we can kind of like just not like mindlessly do it, but we're just kind of grinding it at this point. I'm gonna be live for about another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta work all weekend. But I am doing a members only stream tomorrow. Definitely consider, you don't have to do anything like that to help support the stream. I mean, if you're inclined to, like you feel like you want to throw $1 or $2 at me, like you're enjoying the content, you like the read guides, you like the videos I put out, sure, I welcome you to do that. That's all good. But yeah, I mean, even if I have a small turnout for my members, this will be my very first members only stream also. So I'm trying to, you know, get the ball rolling with perks I'm going to be giving out to people and such. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing that at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you end up joining my intermediate level, you will be able to get access to the stream. I'll pretty much be doing the same thing, but I'm assuming it'll only be a few people, so it'll be like personalized. Like we'll probably just get in the Discord, talk to each other, and just grind a bunch of items over and over. Here, I'm gonna get this started. It looks like it's just us right now. But yeah, pretty much we're getting pretty close to 1,000 subs here on Daily Sassifrass, which I'm very thankful for. That means that I will be hosting a stream. I'll be sure to announce on the community tab. Give people a heads. I'll do it. I won't just instantly do the stream. I'll try to plan it in enough advance notice that people can get an idea how they can participate. And I will have it so even if you aren't able to attend the date and time that I end up picking in the end, there'll still be a way that retroactively people who watch the stream or comment on the stream after it's already been broadcast can still get something. So I'm trying my best, and there are going to be some rare Pokemon too. I am going to have, I think I might have like an extra shiny Heatran, for example, in Pokemon Go that I'll be trading out. So that's a legitimate shiny Heatran you can use in Scarlet Violet if you're a competitive player. It might not be ideal because it won't have like 0 attack IVs, but you could still, I mean it's Heatran, I don't even know if you really need 0 attack IVs necessarily. Because typically you're not weak to dark, and you're gonna probably just tear grass in most scenarios. But yeah, my point being is, there's definitely gonna be some bangers there. There are gonna be like pretty good Pokemon to get. Yeah, I think if they made a Legends game that somehow became, like if they made a game like Pokemon Legends Arceus, but had battling in it, equivalent to how we do VGC, then I think that would be like the ultimate Pokemon game. A Johto Legends game has a lot of lore worthy of that game though, having the tower. Yeah, exactly, like we could see, because in theory, the dogs are the Eevee evolutions, right? But they got burned in the tower and then Ho-Oh revived them. Isn't that like the lore behind it? But yeah, I like Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think as an actual game, story-wise too, it was a pretty good game. I liked that it was kind of teetering on being a little more, not like adult-oriented, but, you know, just kind of talking about how you could die to Pokemon out in the wild. Like, in this world that we're learning about, essentially most people fear Pokemon, and they don't, you know, view them as, like, friendly, cuddly friends that we are kind of accustomed to in this franchise. It kind of brings, dare I say, like a darker element to the lore Pokemon, which we all know is present, but it's just that usually the IP is presented in such a positive light all the time. Not like positive light, like that's not the right way to frame it. Like it's like it kind of glazes over the violence, the intense violence that we're witnessing all the time. But it's cool, you know. I really like, I like the game. I just think, like, for me, the only reason why I would play it nowadays is to shiny hunt in it, or to get Pokemon that I need competitively in Scarlet Violet, since that's now a thing. Yeah, exactly. See, that would be sick to have, like, I was kind of talking about this on my main YouTube channel, Sassifrass, where it'd be kind of interesting to have a Pokemon game. I know you saw that video where I was talking about, similar to how World of Warcraft is. I mean, granted, I don't know if it could be a game that powers on the Switch, I agree. But, like, instead of having a new game, but have, like, an expansion to that game. So, like how World of Warcraft has kind of evolved over its, like, decades of being a game. Yet you can still kind of, like, play the same character throughout every new expansion, but there's just like a new level cap and such. Like that could, I mean, in a way, all the games are connected to some degree already because we can transfer a lot of Pokemon from previous generations all the way up to the current generation. Like there's Pokemon I have in my Pokemon home that are from 2011 and 2012 that I think is kind of crazy. And that might not even be the accurate date of them, it's more about when they were transferred into Pokebank or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think there's a certain date that it can't go back further than a certain date on the system. But yeah, it looks like this is a pretty solid win. Just gotta finish up here with our body presses. GG's. Good job, everyone. Well done. Very nice. And there you go, another Rillaboom raid successfully completed. Okay. Alright, let me day skip and get another raid up here hosted. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know, like, if the Pokemon games keep coming out just for the sake of reaching deadlines, I can't see that being a good future for Pokemon. I mean, granted, they're probably still going to find success, right? It's just, I'll admit, it was really hard for me to play some of the game originally. It was really hard to look at the, like, some of the frame rate dropping was really, this is like an eyesore to look at. And I think even when I was playing in handheld mode at times, I got like I felt like I got like vertigo or something. Like I started to feel dizzy. So I don't know. I don't feel like, maybe my eyes are more adjusted to the game now, but there was a point where I felt like it was just like almost sickening, like motion sickness in a way to play the game. All right, Alfie bro, take care. Have a great evening. Always a pleasure. All right, let's head over to this raid. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get this raid hosted. Alrighty. I think this is actually going to be the last raid of the stream today. Unless like someone pops up and they haven't done the raid yet and maybe it's their first time they need help. This will probably be the last one. So feel free to join. Let's get this final raid in for the day and then I'm going to go relax for the rest of my evening. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I would definitely I'm working on a different, I have a few Masuda method projects currently. I was breeding for Fastball Score Bunny. I kind of stopped doing that for a minute. I will resume doing that, but that's probably my next one. I want to try to do Fastball Hisuian Sneasel as well. That's another one I'm kind of intrigued by. But yeah, ooh. Diancie, that's kind of interesting. I'm trying to think what I should bring here. I'll probably just bring the same. I'll just bring Corviknight again. So I'll do the same thing. I'll just go for Taunt turn 1, Screech, and bam. Alright, let's go. Pretty cool to see a Diancie. But yeah, I was talking about exclusivity. Like, a lot of these mythical Pokemon really have had very limited releases that, like, 4 legitimate ones. I'm not here to judge people's Pokemon collection. I mean, I personally don't want Gen Pokemon in my collection, but I'm not here to tell you what to do with your game. It's a video game at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But, Diancie, for like buying the Pokemon Go event or whatever, like just to do the event to get the Diancie and transfer to home, I personally feel like that's worth it if you want a legitimate Diancie. But for the most part, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone actually getting banned in this game. I feel like a lot of times, like even though I avoid that at all costs, I don't think, yeah. I don't think it matters. Sorry. Yeah, we got full. We got a couple new, we actually got someone new here though, so I'm kind of happy to see that someone else got in it. Alright, it's at. That's a cool thing too, you can check, if you use Y, you can check to see what its stats are at. Those red arrows indicate it's minus a stage. So having 6 there means it's maxed. Alright. But yeah, if anyone's interested in becoming a member of the channel, it does help support my content. But like I said, it's more if it's something that you feel like you're just like overcome, you know, like you just wake up one morning like I just want to give Sassifrass $4.99 a month. Then you know I welcome you to that, but it's all good. All right, let's go. Alright, once they get to the one... I don't think it happened yet, but we'll see. I've been like half paying attention, but I feel like I generally can like still react properly mindlessly in this fight at this point. Yo, Louise, you came in clutch with that Grimmsnarl support. I just want to say, I really appreciate you bringing a build like that. I feel like it honestly takes some pressure off the fight. Like, it legitimately just kind of makes it easier. Good shit. I need to try to stop swearing. I'm gonna try to be better. There are, like, some older clips. And I've definitely, like, dropped the F-bomb occasionally on stream. But I want to be better, you know? I want to be a better role model. Or at least find a better word to use. That's even more devastating than profanity. You know, you gotta like sometimes hit people where it really hurts. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking about like this imaginary person right now. They're not even real. Wait, I guess I could have just been going for iron defense. Dang, that still just hits hard. Alright, let's see the Diancie Tera. There was like one... Like, I know that there's like YouTubers that give out like shinies of these Pokemon and stuff, but I know there was actually one legitimate shiny Diancie that was given out before as a mystery gift in Japan. I think it was in Japan. Like, I have Diancie from back in the day, Cherish Ball, but I don't have the shiny one. Let's go. Oh yeah, there's a Mega Diancie also. I almost forgot about that. Mega Diancie. I think that's coming for GoFest this year, actually. Like, I know they're releasing Diancie, but I think... I'm assuming the quest line probably gives you Mega Energy also for Diancie. Because how else would you be able to Mega Evolve it? Like, are they gonna have raids for Diancie? Maybe. But it's like, that would be the equivalent of saying they have a, like a raid for Mew or Jirachi or something, which isn't gonna happen. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. You all did great today. Give yourself a round of applause. I didn't even use Iron Defense once in this fight. I just completely turned my brain off and we still won. Good job. Woo! Pat yourself on the back. You did great. Now we just sit here and stare in silence. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you tuning in, helping me take care of this Rillaboom infestation that's been occurring here in Paldea over the weekend. And I'll be live for my members only stream tomorrow at 7 PM Pacific time. So we'll be having a little intimate raid session there. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in today. The Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, friends. Have a great weekend if I don't catch you. Bye-bye. Goodbye. This is the end. Goodbye. This is the end of the stream. Yeah, this is the end of the stream. I don't have music here. I should probably set it up. But this is the end of the stream. Definitely consider liking and commenting and saying hello to all your friends.